Race 1 of the 2024 Pirelli Dutch Round gets underway in Assen. And it's going to be tiptoe your way through in the early stages with the rain still coming down as they make their way in towards turn number 1. Jonathan Rea, it is, confidently leading the way. Sam Lowes has made a good jump. Toprak Razgatlioglu defending third. Andrea Iannone coming through as well. You've got to make it safely to the finish. That's the first target, but already they're practically banging bars. Iannone now through on Razgatlioglu for third position as they come round the northern loop for the first time.
Spinelli's the key here. Spinelli's out there, intermediates, front and rear, so keep an eye out in the number 24 machine. Locatelli able to make a move into turn 5 because he's got an inter front. Spinelli can win this race right now as it stands.
Yeah, surprise package in the Superpole session earlier on, and he's already up to third position. Look at the drive he had coming off Destrub and turn 5, and he's already moving into attack on Jonathan Rea. This could be a real shock for the Barni Ducati substitute rider in to replace Danilo Petrucci. Look at the grip he's got compared to the others. Rea's off the circuit altogether. Iannone down to second, and Nicola Spinelli leads on his World SBK debut.
He's just going to be miles faster than everyone else right now in the wet parts of the racetrack, and fast enough in the dry parts of the racetrack. So for Spinelli, this is a real opportunity.
Question is, how quickly will the track dry, and what will be his performance differential when everyone else is able to get up to speed?
Well, it's more about how much will it continue to rain, and for how long will it continue to rain. There is still spots of rain, and you can see this part of the track is absolutely soaking wet. So for all of these riders, this is a real challenge. Down at turn 11, there's a lot of rain out there. Spinelli's in the box seats by an absolute mile.
And that's it. How far ahead will he be by the time everyone else's tyres come to them? Nicola Spinelli it is, leading the way. Andrea Iannone already 3 seconds behind as they make their way in. Well, as Spinelli at least makes his way in to the chicane. And Iannone's managed to break a little bit from the pack behind him as well. Razgatlioglu and Rea, as things stand, in third and fourth positions.
Spinelli's going to have a 4.5 second lead right now, and he's into the wet part of the racetrack. This is where he can really attack. Everyone else has to just defend a little bit and just wait and be patient all the way through.
Locatelli starts to get alongside his former teammate Toprak Razgatlioglu. And Razgatlioglu runs a little bit wide, and it's not pretty, but Andrea Locatelli's made another place up into P3 as Jonathan Rea runs off the circuit altogether. He's down and outside of the top 10 positions altogether now.
Yeah, and you can see now for Locke just starting to come into his own a little bit there with that intermediate front tyre in this area of the track.
Whoa, big moment, and down goes Andrea Iannone. Iannone from 6th position ends up in the gravel trap, and it's another retirement for the Italian. Nicola Spinelli. He's been a leader before, of course, in Moto E. He has challenged at the front of the field in Supersport as well. He was a Supersport regular last season at World Championship level, and a familiar face for Barni, who are enjoying this moment, that's for sure.
Yeah, and for Spinelli, you can see there a new fast lap the race for him, a 43.1. Let's see what the times are from the likes of Toprak now as he comes across the line. He's made good progress in this lap from P6 up into P3. He's a half a second a lap faster than Spinelli, so not fast enough, but faster.
Alvaro Bautista attacks on the tail of Toprak Razgatlioglu here. These two fighting amongst one another could certainly help your race leader Spinelli, who is setting personal best lap after personal best lap himself, even if he's not able to go with the pace of the riders behind him. Toprak Razgatlioglu there with the new fastest lap of the race. That's immediately beaten by Alex Lowes. Razgatlioglu wide at turn 1, and Bautista came scything across his path. Remember, Rea and Razgatlioglu coming to blows there with two very different racing lines. This time they don't touch. Bautista holds on for 2nd position, but Razgatlioglu now relegated back to 4th place. Alex Lowes on the march. Bautista again under some pressure from Alex Lowes. Different areas on the circuit where Lowes is faster as Remy Gardner makes his attack through. That's on Axel Bassani and through for 5th position. Now it's up to Toprak Razgatlioglu to try and make his move. Short straight of just 300 metres here in Assen, and look how it is off the racing line. That's not the ideal place to try and make a pass.
But look at all those red laps there from the riders in the time tower on the left hand side of the screen. We saw Bautista, Razgatlioglu and Rea all with fastest laps of the race. Gardner was up there as well, sorry, too. So 6 positions that all know that they can close up on the race leader right now as well. The gap's under 20 seconds. Spinelli 2 seconds a lap slower last time around. It's been hovering around that 1.5, 2 seconds for the last 3 laps. So all of these riders are coming good. They're coming back into it.
Razgatlioglu here making the lunge on Alex Lowes. He is through now for third position.
Had to make that move as well because Bautista's starting to edge out a little bit of a margin, a few bike lengths here and there. So for Toprak, that was critical to be able to make that move. If you want to win this race, you have to come through on the likes of Alvaro Bautista. Jonathan Rea with a new fastest lap last time around, pretty much the exact same time as Michael van der Mark. So those riders at the back of this group, they're just closing up as well, and it really is bringing everyone back together.
Here goes Toprak from a distance back as well into the final few turns on lap number 14, and that was bold indeed from Toprak Razgatlioglu. That's for a net race lead. He's only 3 seconds now behind Nicola Spinelli and more than 3 seconds a lap faster. Yeah,
Toprak not hanging around there, and one of those moments as well for Alvaro Bautista where he knows what he's up against, but for Toprak, that's one of those situations where he knows he's faster than Alvaro and he wants to come through and make that move straight away.
And Razgatlioglu will be your race leader by the end of this lap. Little doubt about that. 3 seconds is the gap to Nicola Spinelli, and it's been coming down almost a second, a sector, frankly, let alone what he's been able to do over the course of a lap. Andrea Locatelli, by the looks of things, retiring to the pit lane, so a miserable race for him after not getting the kind of points he would have hoped for from the Catalunya round. He's tumbling back from the leaders in the championship. If things stay as they are at present, 6 points between your top 4 in the standings overall. There's going to be a few extras here coming up for both Razgatlioglu and the closing Bautista. Again, they're nose to tail.
Yeah, you can see behind that as well, Remy now through on Alex Lowes and that 4-rider group. They know that's the fight for the bottom step of the podium now as well, so they're all going to get that little bit more aggressive now into the final third of the race.
Top 3.
Red flag is out. We're past 2/3 race distance. Spinelli's won the race.
Leads. Nicola Spinelli still 2 seconds in front of Toprak Razgatlioglu as the red flags come out on lap 15, and Barney know it. The celebrations begin for Marco Barnabo and the team. They've been victorious in Supersport, their first World Championship race victory earlier in the season, and now they've done it in Superbike.